So today we're going to be taking a look at how to use a few different websites that you're going to need to use for your project that's coming up. So for your project that's coming up, you're going to have to find an actual plot of land that is some type of quadrilateral or more. So it has to have at least four sides, or it needs to be more than four sides. All right, so it's completely up to you what you want that shape to be. So I'm going to take, just for example, the town of North Halden. So I'm going to go to Google Maps, and I'm just going to type in North Halden. All right, and here we go. This is the town of North Halden. All right, so we're going to have to draw the triangles inside of this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot. So on a Mac, you can do Command-Shift-4, and you get this little cursor. And so I'm going to go ahead and just select this area right here. I'm going to make sure that grid is out of the picture, and I'm going to go ahead and snap that screenshot. All right, so here, obviously this is not a perfect polygon, right? We have all these little indentations here, and that's why we're going to take a look at how to create a polygon and then create triangles within it. So my photo hopefully saved to my desktop. There it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Google Drawing. So if you just Google Drawing, you'll see it. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and I think I can just drag and drop. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just take the corner so that I don't make the dimensions weird. And if you see this little bottom right corner, you can actually make the canvas size bigger or smaller. So I'm going to adjust it so that it's the same size as my picture. All right, and what I want to do here is I want to create a polygon with just straight lines. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose a line. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and start creating just a good estimate of where these lines should be. So there we go. There's one. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker so that it's easier to see. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and make a straight line right here. So you can see I'm already slightly off, but this is just an estimate. All right, I'm trying to make a polygon using straight lines. I'm going to go ahead and do this as well. Let's do that. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and connect these two, and it's not perfect, but it'll give us a decent estimate. All right, so I have this polygon right here, and what I want to do is I want to create some triangles. So I'll likely do the following. So I'm going to get a different type of line. I'm going to use a dashed line to just show. Whoops, actually I don't want to do that yet. All right, I'm going to make a line from here to here. That's going to be my first triangle. And I'm going to go ahead and make that a dashed line just to show that it's inside. Also, I can make a triangle by taking this point right here and extending it here. I mean, it's really up to you how you want to do it. Just keep in mind that you are going to have to solve each of those triangles. I still have a quadrilateral, so I'm going to go ahead and take this, make one more triangle. All right, and that's ultimately going to be each of the triangles that you solve for. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to say North, I'm going to call this North Halden diagram. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and save it. So I'm going to download it. You can either do a JPEG or PNG. Either one of those are image files. I like PNG, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And there we go. I just downloaded it. I'm just going to put it on my desktop so I can find it easily. All right, so there I have the original, and then I have the second one as well. All right. So what I'm going to do now is, knowing how I'm going to cut this triangle, what I need to do is I need to find these side lengths so that I have some information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Google Maps, and knowing that one of my side lengths is from this point to this point, I'm going to go ahead and use a feature on Google Maps. I'm going to go ahead and click on this point. I'm going to right click All right, and if you right click, you get some options, and I'm going to put what's here. All right, and it'll tell me exactly what's there, and you can see this is a coordinate, right? Latitude and longitude. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It's a little off. If you want to fix it and be right on, that would be great. But what we need to do is we need to copy this right here, right? The north and west, the actual latitude and longitude, the direction. So I'm going to copy that. All right, and I'm going to go to Wolfram Alpha, which is a website that just has like a bunch of information about different things. And I'm going to say distance from, I'm going to put this in parentheses, to, and I'm going to go ahead and get the next point. So I'm going to zoom out, and I want this point right here. Remember, I'm trying to get the side length right here. So I'm going to right click over here, and I'm going to say what's here. And I'm going to go ahead and get that latitude and longitude. And I want this version of the latitude and longitude, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to Wolfram Alpha. I'm going to put that in parentheses and press enter. All right, so here we go. We have our results. So the distance between those 2 points is 2.133 miles. All right, so this is the information that you're going to want to use to have a side length for that triangle, and you're going to repeat that a bunch of times. Keep in mind that there are some side lengths that you're going to want to not use Wolfram Alpha for, because you're going to have to use law of sines and law of cosines to find some information, and especially with law of cosines, you will need to reserve one of your line segments to use the formula for, so that you can find it. You can obviously check it using Wolfram Alpha, but you need to show how to find one of the side lengths using your formulas. A couple of things that are really cool about this website. If you scroll down, here it'll give you some like comparisons. So that side length, that 2.133 miles, is, for example, 4.1 times the height of the Burj Khalifa, which is like one of the tallest, if not the tallest, building in the world. So let's see, it's 0.093 times the mean depth, so the average depth of the Earth's oceans. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see. All these different types of things. 12 times AM radio bandwidth wavelengths. Okay, honestly, not sure what that even means, but you can take a look, and it's just really interesting to see. You could even use some of this information in your videos just to kind of make it a little bit more engaging and just to make it interesting. So you're going to repeat that as many times as you need for your shape, whatever it might be. So let's say, for example, if I needed the distance from this point to this point, obviously I already have the coordinates there. I would get the coordinates from this point, and I would find the distance. And you're just going to keep repeating that until you have enough information to solve the area of the triangle.